Hi friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So I actually debated on if I was gonna film this video or not. I did put up a poll on the community tab asking you guys if you wanted to see this collection in a dedicated video or if you wanted me to include it in a testing new makeup video. And it was very, very close, but a lot of you wanted to see a dedicated video on this collection. So that is what I'm doing today. Now, I am filming this on June 1st. I'm hoping to have this up on June 2nd, but as I'm filming this, the collection is still available. I thought I saw when this first launched that Glamlite said it was only gonna be available until May 31st. So I don't know what's going on, but I was like, okay, I still have time to film this and you still have time to purchase some of the items if you still want it. So I did pick up a few items. I did not pick up the entire collection, but we're gonna go through everything that I picked up. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I just want to start off by saying I'm a little disappointed because I made my purchase like 2 or 3 minutes into the launch. I was able to snag every single thing that I wanted. So one of the items being the makeup bag that they had in this collection. I purchased it. Everything was fine. It was smooth. I was like, okay, I was able to secure it. I'm all good now. I received my package on May 30th. This collection launched at the beginning of May. They didn't start shipping anything out until May 12th. So I was like, okay, so I think that's like 2 weeks later. So, okay, cool, fine, whatever. But my package didn't ship out to the very last week of May and I got it on May 30th. So I was like, wow, I don't think I'll have time to film a video on this, get my thoughts up about the collection before they stop selling the collection. But back to the makeup bag. So I had the makeup bag, I got my order, I opened it up and I was like, hold on, something is missing. It was the makeup bag. Instead of the makeup bag being in there, there was a letter saying like one of my items was out of stock. I said I needed to email them to get a refund or to have them ship out the bag once it's back in stock. But to be honest, I don't feel like waiting anymore and I'm just gonna get my money back. I'm just disappointed because this whole time, like they even did a pre-order during the whole time that people were waiting for their packages from the first launch, and I was like, okay, I'm fine, like I already ordered it, I don't need to worry about it. And then if I would have known that I didn't actually have the product that I purchased, I would have signed up and did the pre-order situation. I was able to get 3 other items in the collection. The first item being, of course, the eyeshadow palette. How could I not get the eyeshadow palette? This is still available and it's actually on sale right now. I loved these 2 palettes from the first launch of this collection. It was so good. It's so good. And she said that this formula was exactly like those other 2 palettes, which I'm going to show you in case you need a refresher on how beautiful those other 2 palettes from the first collection are. This is the new one. The packaging is so sick. I love what they did with this packaging. It is so beautiful. They killed it. They killed it. You literally have rows that are dedicated to each character. Now, when I first saw this sneak peeked and like when I first saw this revealed, I was like, why is there so much space between all of the pans? And having it in person, I still feel like there's a lot of like empty space in this palette, but I feel like they did that so we can see the characters, you know, in the background, which I get. So this top row is Scooby's row. Then we have Shaggy's, Daphne's, Velma's, and then Fred's. So I love this. And this is a 25 pan palette from Glamlite, which is really nice. And it's actually very affordable. Now the next item I picked up, I don't know why, but I just did. I loved their brushes from their candy cane brushes from one of their foodie boxes. So I picked up the brush set in the collection. This is a 4-piece brush set, which I feel like is a very useful brush set. I love the type of brushes they have in here. They feel kind of light. We have a pencil brush, a liner angled brush. We have a nice fluffy blending brush, and then a packer brush. So all of the essentials in this 4-piece brush set. So I feel like all of these would get a lot of use out of them. The last item that I picked up is something new from Glamlite. This is their Scooby Snacks Lip Duo. So you get a lip mask and a lip scrub in here. This is inspired by Scooby Snacks. So I'm excited for this. I wanted to show you guys how this looked before I opened it up because I'm about to ruin this. Yep, I just ripped it. I just ruined it. I just ruined it really, really bad. Look at that. That is ridiculous. Ooh, whoa, these are huge. These are really big. These are very big. So we have the lip scrub. It's supposed to smell like graham crackers. Oh. I hate that I'm so sensitive to smell because I don't like how this smells. I don't like how it smells. Oh my gosh. I don't know what I was expecting, but luckily this was $10 for this duo, which is really, really affordable. So basically it's like $5 for each of these. So I'm not too mad about the fact that I don't like how this smells. Ooh, this one? This one doesn't smell bad. The lip scrub has a very strong smell, but the lip mask doesn't. It's like caramel. Okay, we are gonna dive into the eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna zoom you in and we're gonna play around with these shades. Okay, actually, I decided that I'm not gonna do a look beforehand. I'm gonna do it on camera with you guys. Starting off with this pink shade right here. There are no shade names in this palette. The little plastic sheet that came in here literally just had like numbers on it. It is definitely there. You can definitely build it up. And this is a lighter shade, but it is showing up really nicely. Now, the only downfall about having one blending brush in here is that I'm gonna have to tap into other brushes since I'm gonna be playing around with a ton of different shades. So I'm gonna grab another brush. Next, I think I'm gonna do, because that was Daphne's, I wanna use like every color from all the characters. I think I'm gonna go in with this like light green, but I'm gonna place this one. Let's see if this will show up on me. I feel like I might need another brush. This is a lighter shade, which I feel like is not showing up as bright as I would like. I'm gonna try to pack it on a little bit more with a different brush, like that. And now it's kind of giving Mardi Gras. I also had another eye look on before this, so if you see any like thing on my lower lash, I tried to get it off as best as I could. I'm gonna go into this blue down here, and I'm gonna take that and put it right in the center, the characters. And I'm just gonna blend this into that purple. Oh, that's pretty. I actually like this. I find with the lighter shades, you kind of have to pack to blend, but you definitely can build up the color to get the intensity that you want. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. I'm gonna go back into that first purpley shade and build that back up a little bit. I actually like how the blue and the purple are mixing together because the first shade I went in kind of looks a little bit pink, but mixing it a little bit with the blue kind of creates a deeper purple. Good. I'm actually really loving how this rainbow-esque look is turning out. It's really pretty. It's not as bright as I would like it, but that's just because I feel like a lot of these tones are more of like mid-tones and pastels that I'm trying to play with, which I'm not mad at it. You definitely can still see the color, but I think it's really pretty. Okay, let's play around with some more of these shades. Let's go into some of the shimmers. I'm going to take this shimmer right here. Yeah, because I want to use all of the colors, and I'm going to place this one in my inner corner. Oh, that is, wow, really buttery. So I'm just going in with my finger first, but then I'm going to take it on a brush and get where my finger can't, which is right here in that inner corner. Wow, this is pretty. It kind of has like a pink reflect to it. Now I'm going to take some of this blue from the top row and I'm going to put that right next to it. Ooh, okay, that is pretty. I'm going to take the same brush because we're trying to mix here. I feel like this shimmer all over the lid would have been gorgeous. I'm just going to try to blend these two together. It's not looking very seamless like I thought. Okay. I don't know if I like those two together. I'm going to take a little bit of this little purple pink shade right here, and I'm going to place this on the outer corner. See, I like the blue and the purple together, but that orange shade is kind of throwing me off. I'm going to take this deep blue from the Scooby row, and I'm going to use this in my outer corner to try to blend it into that purple. For the look, I just want a nice blended outer corner shade, but I wanted a deep shade. I think I'm going to also take some of this purple from the Daphne row and mix that in with that blue just to add some depth and smoke out this outer corner. I think I'm just gonna take the blue shimmer on top of that because I don't like that orange. I don't like the vibe of the orange, but now I feel like the look is like not the best. Now we're just mixing stuff. I'm taking more of that purple back into this look and blending it into that blue. I think the problem that I'm running into is that I wish there was like a very light shimmer to put in the inner corner because that orange, I wasn't really vibing with it. I tried this shade right here in the inner corner. Let's see what that does. I don't know. Now I just feel like they're all mixing together. I kind of got the shimmer on the lower lash, but that's fine. We'll keep it. I think for the lower lash line, I'm going to go into, do we want a deep, I think we want a deep lower lash line. So I'm going to use this blue right here. I'm honestly just trying to use as many shades as possible. So I'm just going to place this shade all on the lower lash line just to keep that smokiness going. And I kind of like how there is the shimmer in the inner corner on the lower lash line by accident. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of graphic liner, finish up the rest of my makeup. I added more blue and purple to my lid and added a little bit of graphic liner, and I honestly think I love how this look turned out. With this palette, I absolutely love that we were able to get all of the characters in this collection. In the last collection, we only had Shaggy and Scooby featured. This one is the Creeps and Crawls palette right here. Very grungy, a lot deeper than what we have now. And then this one is the Rutro Raggy palette, which is my personal favorite from the last collection. I love these tones in here. They are so beautiful. Now I will say with the new palette, I do think that the formula is the same. I definitely do. But I just wish that we had a couple of lighter shimmers to correspond with the lighter mattes. I feel like a lot of the shimmers are pretty mid-toned and nothing in here is really light enough to really get a bright inner corner or something like that. I went in with the orange, but that really wasn't the look that I was looking for. I didn't really like how the look was coming out. I love the look now. I feel like the graphic liner really did take this look up to the next level. But overall, I love the formula of this palette. I think this is a really great palette. I just wish that there was a lighter shimmer in here. And I'm not talking about this shimmer right here because it's still on the like brown silver side. I feel like it's still deep. It's not light enough for like that inner corner highlight effect. Pastels in here, you do have to build them up a little bit to get them to show up, which is fine. Once you build them up, you do get the color, you do see them. I wanted to make sure I used some of the pastels so we could see how it looked. I wanted to use as many shades as I possibly could on my eyes. Even if I was just throwing a bunch of shades on my eyes, I wanted to really focus on the formula to really get a feel for if it's the same or not. But overall, I think this is a really beautiful palette. I absolutely love the formula. The old collection palettes are still available and I highly recommend these if you love smaller palettes. But this is a really beautiful palette and I think that they did an amazing job with the exception of having a lighter shimmer for, you know, brightening up the look. Now the brush set in the collection, if you didn't pick this up, you're not missing out on anything. Did I need these? No. I definitely did not need to pick up these brushes, but they are essentials. I totally forgot to use these two. They're just brushes. I feel like if you need to add brushes to your collection, this is a really good set to have. Anytime that I can add more brushes to my collection, I will do it. Now I didn't use the duo and honestly, I know myself. The lip scrub I am not going to use because I do not like the smell of this. Now the lip mask, I don't want to use it and then I don't want to not like it. So I'd rather put this to the side or give this away to someone before I even touch it because I'm sure someone out there is going to really love that. I do hope to see more of these though in the future with different flavors. I would absolutely love to see Glamlite do that. I just feel like this is not a typical flavor of a product. So I feel like this one has to be an acquired flavor for you if you want it. I'm not really getting graham cracker. I'm getting more like, how do you describe this lip scrub? You know, like when you go into like a candle store and they have so many different scents going at once? That's kind of like what this lip scrub is giving me. Now the lip mask does not smell like this, but I would rather give the lip scrub away to someone who would get better use out of it than me. But that is it for today's video. Definitely let me know your thoughts on this collection. I would love to hear what you think about it. Did you pick up any of these products? Let your girl know down below, and I'll definitely catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.